Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Grammar for Adults. Today, we are going to continue working in Unit 1 with lesson number 8, which is all about run on sentences. Now, what is a run on sentence? I feel like we ask a question every lesson. A run on sentence occurs when two or more independent clauses are combined without appropriate punctuation or a coordinating conjunction, making it overly lengthy and difficult to understand. Like this definition. What's a run on sentence? Basically, a sentence and a sentence smushed together, and maybe another sentence, okay? That was the hardest definition I think I've ever read. That's okay. We know what a run on sentence is, right? It's just a bunch of sentences smushed together. So, how do we fix them? Well, there's two main ways to fix a run on sentence, okay? First, we can correct it with a conjunction. We just learned about those in the last lesson. I hope you watched it. Yeah. And the second way is to just break it apart and say, you are a sentence, and you are a sentence, and maybe you are a sentence if it's a really bad run on, okay? So, two ways to do it, conjunction or break it apart. So, let's take a look at a run on sentence, okay? They're hard to read for me, so I will try my best. I wanted to go to the park. I also wanted to visit the museum. I did okay that time. I did. It only took one try that time. So, how do we fix that, right? Well, the first way is we can fix it with a conjunction. I wanted to go to the park and I also wanted to visit the museum. Okay, because I can do this, right? I can do this and I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to. It's just two things, right? We don't want to make a new run on sentence. So we broke that apart by adding a conjunction in it, and now it's okay, because it was two separate sentences. If we wanted to break that apart into two separate sentences, we could say, I wanted to go to the park, period. Next sentence, I also wanted to visit the museum, period. See, we could break that into two sentences, but this one made more sense to just break it as an and. Why? Because I wanted to do something and I wanted to do something. It makes sense, right? So let's take another look at another example of a run on sentence. She studied all night. It was an important exam. Okay. I read that one too. It was okay. But how do we fix this one? Because this one's a little different than the last one, right? We would fix this one by separating it. In the last one, it was easy to see that both pieces went together, right? That's why we added an and. But here, studied all night, exam, those are separate ideas, right? So it makes more sense to just put a period there. She studied all night, period. It was an important exam. That makes more sense. They're separate ideas. Whereas the first one, they kind of were related. So it makes sense to put those together. All right. I think you understand, so let's do our quick checkup, right? Correct each sentence with a conjunction. Don't worry about separating them. If you want bonus points, you can, but don't worry about that yet. Let's take a look at these. I enjoy reading books. I also love watching movies. These are hard for me to read. He went to the store. He forgot to buy milk. The concert was fantastic. The music was energetic. She's talented. She is athletic. See? It's really hard when you're a native speaker to read sentences that are full of mistakes. It's quite hard. And number 5, the weather is sunny. The beach is crowded. Pause the video, write these answers down in your notebooks, and let's check them in a second, okay? Pause the video. I'm sure you paused that video. So let's take a look at the answers now, right? Number 1, I enjoy reading books and I also love watching movies. We could simplify that and say, I enjoy reading books and watching movies. But we have two different things, right? I enjoy this and I love this. So it makes sense to leave them both there, right? But we could always simplify and make it Simpler, but this is the correct answer. Number 2. He went to the store, and we have two choices. We could say, but he forgot to buy milk, or we could say, and he forgot to buy milk. So he did this and he forgot that. Wow. See, it depends on what message we're trying to explain, what feeling, what emotion we want to say. He went to the store, but he forgot to buy milk. Or he went to the store and he forgot to buy milk. Right? One is a positive and negative, and the other one is just like disbelief. Cool. Number 3, the concert was fantastic and the music was energetic. See, concert, music, they make sense to go together. That's a perfect example of a sentence fixed with a conjunction. Yeah. 4, she's talented and she's talented and athletic. Struggled with that a little bit, but we're okay. And number 5, the weather is sunny and the beach is crowded. Yeah. You could also use a different conjunction, but not now. Maybe in another lesson. Okay. You understand this. I'm sure you got all those right. And some of you probably broke those by separating too because you wanted that extra credit. So here's your extra credit. Cool. Exercise number 1. Correct the run-on sentences with a conjunction. Okay, so we're going to stay with the conjunctions first. Correct each run-on sentence by adding a conjunction. Pause the video now. I'm sure you paused the video and you wrote all your answers down. So let's take a look at them, okay? Here we go. Number 1, she wanted to go to the movies and she also wanted to eat at her favorite restaurant. Do you see? That's actually okay, but do you see how it says she wanted and she wanted? We could just take away that extra wanted and say she wanted to go to the movies and eat at her favorite restaurant. That's perfect, right? Because we don't have to double it up, but we can. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Number 2, he played soccer with his friends and he scored a goal. Nice. Number 3, the sky was clear, and it was a perfect day for a picnic. I miss picnics. Number 4, they went to the zoo, and they saw lions and tigers. There's 2 ands. Is that okay? Yes, because we have this pair of things that we saw over here, and we're saying this happened, and then this happened, which just happened to have 2 things. I feel like that explanation made it worse. These 2 ands are okay. Number 5. We're learning about run-ons, not the ands. Okay, number 5. I enjoy swimming, and I'm also fond of hiking. I'm fond of hiking, too. I don't look like I'm fond of hiking, but I am. I like it. Yeah. Now, exercise number 2. Correct the run-on sentences by separating them. Okay, we're going to break these apart into 2 sentences. Cool? Pause the video and write them down. I'm sure you paused the video, so let's check these answers, okay? Here we go. Question number 1. He studied all night, period. It was a challenging test. See, night, test, not really related, so we broke them apart. Number 2. The cat chased the mouse. It was fast. Okay. Number 3, she loves to read books, period. She also likes to write stories. See, it's 2 different things she likes to do. Okay, but she likes to do them, but they're 2 different things. Number 4, they went to the beach, period. They played volleyball. Okay, cool. And number 5, the concert was fantastic, period. The music was energetic. Oh, that was pretty easy, right? Run-on sentences are quite easy to see. They just feel hard to read, as you can see in exercise number 3. Aha, bonus, right? Here's a paragraph full of run-on sentences. I'm not even going to try and read this because that might actually give you a hint, because I naturally would pause where it's supposed to be. So I'm not going to read it, okay? But you read it. You read it and try and find how to put this right, okay? Fix these run-on sentences. Put on all the punctuation that's missing, okay? See you in a second. All right, let's take a look at this corrected paragraph. Might have been difficult for you, but that's okay because the other stuff was really easy, right? Yeah, I got to balance it, you know? Let's take a look at the answer here. The summer sun was shining brightly, and everyone was enjoying the warm weather, period. Those things go together, okay? People were picnicking. See, it's a separate thing, right? People were picnicking at the park, and the children were playing games, laughing, and having fun. Yeah, they were at the park, and the kids were doing stuff in the park. They were doing these three things at the park. So that's awesome. I went for a walk with my dog, and we explored the nearby trails. Okay, we did this and this. Those go together. The sky was beautiful. The sky was a beautiful. Yeah, see, articles are important. The sky was a beautiful shade of blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds. Oh, okay, okay. We found a cozy spot in the shade, sat down, and relaxed. Wow, okay. We put all these things together. We put the right punctuation in there, and it's easier to read. It just feels great to say, right? I thought so. I thought it felt great. I hope this lesson felt great. I hope this lesson felt easy. If it didn't, send me a message. Let me know. I'll help you. I'll help you, I swear. I feel funny today. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just happy. I'm happy that you're here with me. And I'll see you for the next lesson. Okay? You're awesome.